We are set up with the Sleep Science Q Series and the Brentwood Home Tahoe cooling twin XL memory foam bed. We are in the relentless and never-ending search for the perfect mattress and I guess box spring type combo. Over the years, we've gone through everything from the memory foam, the original like Tempur-Pedic. We've had Stearns and Foster. We've had pillow top. We've had non-pillow top. We've had, just even this one here. This is like basically it's almost a brand new Sealy Premium Posturepedic, again from Costco, and we finally bought the adjustable base, and we just put that Sealy on there for a while just to kind of see if we really thought the adjustable base was going to do us any good, and immediately realized that it's definitely a good product. We paid for the king size. We paid $999 plus tax from Costco.com. And then on the mattresses, we just got these in. Got this one in a couple days ago. Got this one in today. So this one's been in the living room, actually, just airing out on its side. And then you can see the one on the right that I just took out of the box a few hours ago, just a little bit shorter. You see that one fills up the headboard. That one's got a little gap. So give this one another day, and it's going to expand and finalize itself, just as much as the other one, I'm sure. So that's one thing that we'll check on tomorrow, just to make sure that it does expand like the other one did. When they come out of this box, they are rolled up, vacuum sealed. This is just one of them that comes in this monstrous box here. So they're not light. They do have coil springs inside them, which they must just perfectly compress, and then they roll. So, no problem with the coil springs being all bent up. But then the one cool thing about this one is having the cooling foam on top as a part of the bed instead of adding it on with a memory foam topper. So with this Sealy Posturepedic not being a memory foam, we have been adding a 3-inch, I can't remember if it's from Sam's or Costco, but the cooling memory foam topper on there. My wife does not like it. I do like it, so most of the time I just pull the thing off and then have half of it sitting on the far side of the bed there on my side. So that's been kind of ridiculous here as of late. We tried that for last week, and it's just not realistic. So that was kind of our thought, like, let's see if you like this side of the bed without, this side I like it with. So, and if we need to, I'll just cut it off there, but then there'd be that big bump in the middle, right? So because of their extremely generous return policy, and the mattress industry, they all realize that, hey, you got to take these things home. You really have to sleep on them for quite a while before your body gets adjusted to them to see if you really truly do like it. So I'm not shy about doing returns if the product is oversold and sucks. It's going back. So I just don't have a problem doing that. It's part of the membership that I pay for, as far as I'm concerned, and Costco doesn't take the hit. The vendor does. If the vendor's selling crap with a really good advertisement or a good advertising firm doing the job for them, if it sucks, man. So anyway, so I finally did disconnect the sync where it synchronizes this one to this one, which works extremely well, by the way, so that you can just use one remote control and it raises them perfectly. I mean, they are a spot-on match. When you remove the mattresses, those adjustable frames, they come up in sync and they're perfect. There is no gap, no differential between them at all. It really does work exactly as advertised. So even with this old mattress here, or old new mattress, and these ones, it's the same thing's going to happen. They will buckle in the middle when there's no weight on them. Let's see here, flat, 0G, let's go to 0G. So at first, it sits down real nicely here, and then it'll pop up right about there. Start to raise up. And there you go. So you get that big gap underneath there, obviously. So anyway, given just a tiny amount of body weight on there, a tiny amount of weight, it collapses back down. And actually This one almost conforms and stays there a little bit better than that other one did. Um, no, no, I don't think there's any coil springs inside that one. But see at the foot here, you know, so the weight of your legs, oh, look at that, I didn't even notice that. Tag's almost ripped off already. The weight of the legs are going to press that back down. Let me test that. All right, so I'm actually glad that I checked that out. When I put my legs on here, it does not fully seat this at all. It brings it to about there. It seemed like it was about a 3 or 4 inch drop, leaving, you know, still a little bit to go before it actually seats down on there in 0G mode. So, you know, you're going to have to basically figure out and adjust where you want your leg portion to be. And when you get it a little bit lower, then you will eventually bottom out. But you know, this isn't fully lowered yet, but I am bottomed out right now. Let's see where it starts to actually lift off of the frame. Okay. Yeah, right about there. So right about there is where it lifted off. Now I'm going to hit the 0G button, see if it goes up a little more. Oh, okay. So I was like maybe 1 inch, 2 inches at the most off of 0G, where it actually starts pulling my legs off of there. So not a big deal. All you got to do is lower it back down to the desired height, basically, and you'll be comfortable. I've got no doubts at all about that. So as far as initial feel of comfort goes, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm loving this mattress already out of the box. My wife and I are bed snobs extraordinaire. It doesn't matter if we're spending $500 a night, you know, like the high 400s a night on a hotel room, or if we're staying, at like a military resort, like Hawaii in Hawaii, even, you know, we could go to a Holiday Inn Express all the way to a finer type hotel. If we are traveling, we're bringing a memory foam topper with us. We'll always get a king bed. We'll vacuum down a queen 3-inch memory foam topper into a lawn and leaf bag, and it sucks it down almost to nothing, and you can put it into a rolling duffel bag actually. So we will either pay to put that on the airplane round trip. Sometimes we will take an older one that we have, like maybe it's a few years old, so we'll throw it in a bag, and if we're flying long distance where, you know, baggage is $50 each way, we'll bring it with us and we'll leave it there, and we'll buy a new one when we get home to replace it. So just want to elaborate that we are bed snobs. We value sleep. We will keep seeking a comfortable mattress combo until we find a perfect one for ourselves. And I don't care how much we spend on it. Some of the mattress stores are just ridiculous with their markup. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to pay $17,000 for a mattress because, you know, they're not $17,000 mattresses. They're just not. But if you want to ask me to spend, you know, $5,000, $7,000 on a really high quality mattress, yeah, I'm not afraid to do that. We only get probably 4 years out of a mattress before we get tired of it. And it's not that the mattress is failing, it's just our bodies change, and we like to grab something different just to give ourselves the best chance at the perfect night's sleep. So that being said, take whatever the cost is, divide it by, you know, 365 days in a year, by how many years you probably will keep it. For us, let's just say it's an average of 5 years for a mattress typically. So 5 years divided by, multiplied by 365 days in a year. Then do the math. Then we divide it by 2. Whatever the answer is, divide it by 2, because she's getting a good night's sleep. I'm getting a good night's sleep. Usually we come up with somewhere around like 5 cents an hour is what a person is paying for a good night's sleep. So I will pay 5 cents an hour. I'll pay 25 cents an hour for a good night's sleep. I'll pay 50 cents. I mean, where's the limit? I don't know. But I function so much better on a good night's sleep. Why wouldn't I want to pay a couple pennies per hour I mean, come on, do the math, figure it out, search around, use your resources like Costco, Sam's Club, and the return policies to your advantage, and get the best night's sleep possible. Hope this helps somebody else get a good night's sleep. Oh, by the way, I do think that this really has helped my snoring and my wife's snoring by about 50%. We don't snore loud. I do more of a kind of like a blowout P sound, I guess, out of my lips. That's my version of snoring. Hers is more of a traditional snore, but it's very light. We are not waking each other up almost ever anymore. Even on this mattress that we're just replacing today, being able to raise that head up a little bit. So I do believe that that's actually helping us, and just, so we don't disturb each other. So yeah, we'll see if this works, but I'll follow up on this video in the comments definitely if we change our mind, and keep you posted.